Dear students, welcome back to my video recorded online class. Myself, Alamgir Chowdhury, lecturer in English, Chittagong College, Chittagong. As likely as not, you are doing good. And by the time you passed your first year final examination, and you did very well, I think. First of all, I would like to call up with deep respect our esteemed principal, Professor Mujibul Haq Chowdhury, and our Vice Principal, Sir, Professor Mujahidul Islam Chowdhury, our course coordinator, Professor Kajimuddin Sir, Assistant Coordinator, Associate Professor Shubhas Sir, and also our respected Head of the Department of English, Mujibur Rahman Sir. Dear students, after a respite, we resume online video recorded class. Today my topic is the preposition. Most probably, I conducted one class on preposition in your first year, and then I start for the second one today. Dear students, in the previous class, I located different prepositions, their motions, and also I gave you some graphic pictures, and through these pictures I try to pinpoint the uses of prepositions, and I have conflated many elements on the slides. Now I would like to tell you that there are some kinds of prepositions. First, preposition of time. In preposition of time, we see in, on, at, before, after, and then. In preposition of place, we know under, above, in, on, at. Then prepositions of direction. In preposition of direction, we know to, into, of, from, and then prepositional phrase which contains a group of words, and prepositional phrase means group of words which form preposition, and then participle preposition. So first of all, I would like to mention that in speaking, you keep it in your mind that language is not always grammatical. It is a social discourse, and it is a multidimensional thought or multidimensional way to reach destinations. And we will get stuck in course of our conversation if we heavily put emphasis on grammar. Grammar will act in our mind subconsciously, but if we give a very conscious uh, direction to the grammar, conscious knowledge to the grammar, then grammar acts as an impediment, acts as a block to our imagination, to our delivery, to our flow of speaking. So, in speaking, during speaking, we should pay much emphasis on mutual intelligibility. We should be mutually intelligible, and we'll make or we'll exchange our thoughts, feelings, ideas in English through or by using simple words, phrases, simple sentences, avoiding too unfamiliar words, which would acts as an impediment to the listeners. So you should put it in your mind that in matters of writing, we have to give utmost priority on grammar. Our writing must be grammatically correct. But the case is different in speaking. So mutual understanding, mutual exchange of views, thoughts, feelings is a must in speaking. And ever since you have been studying English, you are exposed to prepositions, you are using prepositions. Many of us, many of you, sometimes make mistakes in using words, prepositions, or in building sentences. That's why I would like to take you to the root, to the deep, so that you can detect the problem, you can pinpoint or figure out a good solution, and you can detect the problem. In preposition, we sometimes get confused. In case of confusion, you will decide what preposition will sit in right place. So in personal speech, preposition has a very formidable place, which cover every structure, all syntax, all structural patterns depend heavily on preposition. So then I would like to come to the point. First of all, we notice on the slides participle prepositions. Although these participle prepositions come at the ends, but I put forward it at the beginning because it is very much important. Many of us are not exposed to participle prepositions, and sometimes we are getting confused with the use of participle prepositions. We know participles are three types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Here, my dear students, at first you see given. Given means taking into account or considering. Given, though the position of given is first person, but if we place it in preposition, then it will take the meaning taking into account or considering. So, given the current COVID pandemic, we all should wear masks in our outdoor activities. Then we see barring. Barring means accepting, accepting or with the exception of. Barring an accident, the mail will arrive tomorrow. Then concerning. Concern from the word concern, concerning con. And concerning means about, regarding, respecting, or relating to. Again, concerning takes the meaning worrying or feeling of feeling tensed. But here, concerning means about, regarding, respecting, or relating to. So, we have had a meeting with the principal sir today concerning the progress of online classes. Here, instead of concerning, I can use about, or regarding, or respecting, or relating to online video recorded classes. We have had a meeting with our principal sir. Then during, all of us are familiar with the word during throughout the duration of. He swims every day during the summer. Then notwithstanding, the meaning of this preposition is despite or in spite of. So the sentence is, notwithstanding his experience, he enjoyed an immediate success. And my dear students, then touching. Again, notwithstanding is also used as a conjunction. When it is used as conjunction, then the meaning of notwithstanding is although or though. But here, notwithstanding is used as despite as a preposition. Then touching. Touching means concerning or in reference to, with regard to. Then the sentence is, touching this matter, I have not as yet made up my mind. Then, dear students, here you see on the slide, at. All of you are very much familiar with the word at. And we are used to using it in our life while we are having discourse with anyone else, or we are doing our activities through English. At the very outset, we see a very particular place. So at is used in case of time, a very particular place, time, then a preposition of time. Here we see in, on, at, before, after, as I told you earlier. So a very particular place. He lives at Chittagong in Chittagong. Chittagong is a very particular place and in Chittagong city. Then I am at the department in the college. Department is a very particular place in the college. Then my dear students, time or age. At is used in time or age. He came at 3 p.m. He died at 70 or at the age of 70. Then speed. At is used at speed. The car is running at 70 kilometer per hour. Then magnitude. The egg is boiling at 149 Fahrenheit. Then the direction of. He came at me. He has thrown the stone at the bird. And then uh, regarding price. Rice sells at Taka 20 per kg. Then aim. He aimed the gun at the tiger. Then laugh. We shouldn't laugh at the poor. And then look. He looked at me. Don't look at the picture. So, dear students, come to the next slide. Here we see against. You are always exposed to against while we use or you use or you do or we do activities with English. So against is used in opposition to. He always speaks against me. Then in contact with, he is leaning against the wall. There is a connection. He touches his back against the wall or with the wall. Then not in conformity with. His activities against the law. That means not comply with the rules and regulations, not abide by the rules and regulations. So his activities are against the existing law. His activities do not comply with the law. Then in preparation or provision for say ends. The ends save food against the winter season. I'm not sure winter or rainy. I think this may be winter. However, then come to the next. In exchange for, we use against in exchange for. We get Taka 90 against US dollar. So in exchange for US dollar, we get 90 Taka. Then in competition with, they are racing against each other. Then directly opposite, that means facing. She sat down just against me. That means facing me. She sat down facing me. Then compared or contrasted with. Profits are up against last year. Again, against is used in idiomatic, facing. We are up against the legions of problems here. We have been up against daunting challenges in our life. If we are not ready to confront these daunting challenges, we will be disqualified from life. So we should always get ready to face the daunting challenges in our life. Then counter to. Against is used as counter to. We are sailing against the wind. Then in offense, operative. Criminal charges were brought against him. Then, despite seemingly insurmountable opposition, insurmountable means that cannot be surmounted, or that cannot be overcome, that cannot be conquered, that cannot be reached, unreachable. So he survived the cancer against all odds. Then, my dear students, come to the next slide. And here, in the previous class, I pinpointed all the prepositions that I am discussing now, their locations. But today I give a repetition or recapitulation. If you internalize all these things, I think you will never face any sort of difficulty in your day-to-day life, in the days to come. Then beyond means a greater distance. Here I have given examples. Shakespeare is always seen beyond the horizon and so untouchable. Shakespeare is beyond touch, is beyond surpassed. If he surpassed or touched, the appeal of Shakespeare will be getting diminished. That's why he is still enjoying untouchable, unparalleled fame in the world of knowledge or literature. Then out of reach. Beyond means out of reach. The task is beyond his strength. Then amount surpassing. The beauty of Taj Mahal is beyond measure, is beyond description. If anyone else go to the Taj Mahal, you will see in future the beauty of Taj Mahal. The very panoramic beauty, which is beyond description, beyond measure. Then D, out of comprehension. Out of comprehension. That means his reasoning is beyond imagination. Then in addition to or besides. So beyond means in addition to, HRO, he is doing work beyond his regular duties. He is used to doing regular duties, but in addition to, he works many things. So he is doing work beyond his regular duties. That means he did many additional duties beyond his regular duties. Then greater than. His in comparative degree, we use greater than. He is greater than I in merit, in results. But here greater than, his offense is proved beyond doubt. This word is very often used in law court. His offense is proved beyond doubt. তার অপরাধ সন্দেহাতীতভাবে প্রমাণিত হয়েছে. So dear students, come to the next proposition, above. Above means on top of, or worn on top of. Worn means wear, the first participle of wear, wear, or put on. He always puts his coat on above his sweater, then at or to a higher place or position than something or somebody. Example, we are flying above the cloud. We are flying above the cloud, or we are flying below the cloud. So a captain in the Navy ranks above a captain in the army. Then see, more than something, greater in number, level, or age than somebody or something. Example, inflation is above 6%. Temperatures have been above average. Then, too good or honest. He is above suspicion. Uh, he is above suspicion. Then E, of a louder sound. Uh, I could not hear. I couldn't hear her above the noise of the traffic. So the traffic noise is so loud that I am inaudible or I couldn't hear. Then, dear students, comes to the next slide. A preposition is often placed at the end when the subject is an interrogative pronoun or relative pronoun. Examples are given below. What are you looking at? What are you thinking of? Here is the watch that you asked for. Sometimes the object is placed first for the sake of emphasis, as means like, or for example, this I insist on. Naturally, we use I insist on this, but to give emphasis, this is placed first. Then B, he is known all over the world. He is known all the world over. Naturally, we use is known all over the world, but for the sake of emphasis, we use here he is known all the world over. The prepositions for, from, in, on are often omitted before nouns of place or time. Examples, we did it last week. I cannot walk a year. Wait a minute. Here, prepositions are omitted. Then, dear students, dear students, here you see kinds of prepositions: simple, then compound, and then phrase preposition, then participle, and disguised preposition. These sometimes omitted, but here I have shown it for your knowledge. Simple, add, by, for, from, in, off, on, out, through, till, to, up, etc. Monosyllabic word. Then compound preposition. These are formed by prefixing preposition. Prefixing means added before, and say usually a equal to on or b equal to by to a noun, an adjective or an adverb. Example, about. Say here about is given for your understanding. About, on plus by plus out, about. Then above, across, along, into, beyond, around, inside, outside, underneath, without, within, etc. And then phrase prepositions. A group of words used with the force of a single preposition. Example, according to, agreeable to, allow me, away from. These are phrase prepositions. And then participle prepositions, as I told you earlier, concerning, given, considering, notwithstanding, regarding, respecting, etc. Then disguised preposition, a or o. A or o, these two prepositions are vowels. So sometimes a is used in a state of on, and then o is used for off. And then, my dear students, actually, in our day-to-day life, we use prepositions profusely. And here, In the earlier class, I told you to show you the difference between fill up, fill in, fill out. Actually, in our life, we see fill up when acts as a noun, then something vacuum, VACUUM, vacuum or empty. Then we use fill up. So we fill up the container with water. Then when fill up is used as verb, make full or become full. So I or we fill up the ponds with soil, or we fill up the pond with water. Then fill up is used. Whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. So a large area is covered with snow. This is one of the best poems of Robert Frost. So we should not get flummoxed or get confused in using fill up, fill in, fill out. We should use fill in when we fill a form. Say, I fill in the form for my MA examination. Say, I fill in the form, or I fill out the form for my HSC examination. So fill in means give information or complete a form by writing some information. So fill up and fill in or fill out. Fill in, fill out is used for the same purpose. These two phrases serve the same purpose, but fill up is totally different. Fill up means which is empty, which is vacuum, we will fill it up. And then we also make mistakes in our day-to-day life. When we sit on a chair, this chair will not have handles. When this chair will have handles, then we sit in the chair. And when we sit in the sofa, then not on. When we get on the bus, and in case of get on the car, we use get into the car. We get into the car. We get on the bus. We step on the bus. We step into the car. So this kind of mistakes we do or we commit in our day-to-day life. So my dear students, for the time constraint, I am compelled to stop here. And in the next class, I will give you some more examples regarding prepositions. I will show you the difference between preposition and a verb, preposition and adjective, preposition and the construction, how preposition is affect other parts of the sentence. So by the time you will keep good and stay fine. All the best.